This is PJNET.TV, and this is my perspective and comments. In this video segment of My Perspective and Comments, we cover politics, society here and abroad, and the events of the day that are shaping our nation. PJNET.TV, My Perspective and Comment, coming to you with a worldview, one nation under God. Welcome to My Perspective and Comments. And I guess I would like to start out this week. The TSA has made a shift here when it comes to wearing masks, and this is because this past week a federal judge came in and said no more masks are not mandatory for flight. So a major plus for the airlines, because they've been now for almost over a month have been pushing to remove the mask mandates. Well, a federal judge this past week has ruled that that the mask mandates need to be lifted. So airlines right now are not requiring mask wearing, and a lot of the flying public are very happy about it. And the TSA has also followed suit. That's the Transportation Security Administration. The TSA has affected this week immediately to stop enforcing any mask requirements. So that's there. We're seeing now the Biden administration was disappointed and they were very quiet. They let it stand, and now they're looking for legislation to try and push back against this federal judge. We'll see how far that goes, but the fact that the Biden administration drug its feet before they again tried to bring the law in to knock down this federal judge. But I think right now the American people are sick of it, and this will probably stand. Again, Florida has been in the news again, and this past week Florida has rejected 41% of math textbooks in that state that has been laced with CRT and some of this woke nonsense that's being pushed in many of the school systems around the nation, and Florida is pushing back and saying enough of that. So they've rejected 41% of about 132 submitted textbooks. So again, Florida leading the way and pushing back against this woke nonsense. Also, Florida in the news, the Florida Department of Health this past Wednesday has released guidance that said that puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones should not be used to mitigate or to treat gender dysphoria. So again, Florida pushing back against drugs being given to our kids for in this realm of gender dysphoria. As a matter of fact, in Alabama, they've enacted law that makes it a felony to describe or administer puberty blockers and that cross-sex hormones to our youth. So again, Florida also amongst the leaders in pushing back against this assault against our kids. America's governor has been in the news again. And again, right now, we had mentioned this probably about a month or 2 months ago now, that Governor Ron DeSantis has been talking about removing the self-governance for Disney amidst their woke and their slapping at Governor DeSantis for wanting to give parents rights to protect their kids. And Governor Ron DeSantis has said enough. And right now legislation went through. It went through the House, and Governor Ron DeSantis has said that he will pass the bill when it comes to his desk. So we see again America's governor in Florida standing up for parents' rights. I'd like to, we've got some videos coming up here. A lot of things have been in the news with Elon Musk. And again, Elon Musk has been, giving a fair offer and proving the fact that these board of directors have nothing to do with the shareholders. In fact, they are rejecting the Elon Musk's offer to the loss of the shareholders. And the last I've looked, the Twitter board could have many lawsuits on their hands when they're rejecting an offer that the shareholders, if the shareholders were in charge, would probably snap that up in a minute. And they have a very big case that these Twitter board members have skirted the law when it comes to bringing an offer made to the shareholders, the stakeholders that have a vested interest in Twitter. So again, we see Elon Musk shining the light of hypocrisy on these board members, and many of which aren't really invested in Twitter really when it comes down to money out of their own pocket. But again, Elon Musk has doubled down. He's talking about pulling into his wallet again, and he's got some other investors, and he's making an even bigger offer. So we'll see how that all plays out. So I've got a video clip here discussing a bit about what's been going on in Twitter and the implications. We'll be taking another look here at what America's governor has been doing here in Florida. And Tucker Carlson has an interview that, again, when we start talking about, protecting our kids and, getting on board and pushing back against what we see taking place in our society, are we going to be silent? Are we going to say nothing? Are we going to say, are we not going to get involved in these issues? We saw what happened in West Virginia when parents were shut out and called terrorists, and we need to be vocal. We need to get off the sidelines and push back when we see the degradation of our culture. We can't be silent. We need to speak up, and we all need to reject this push from Satan that is trying to infect our kids, trying to shut out parents and take parents' rights away. And we need to say no, and we need to call out the evil that is right there blatantly in front of us. So we've got some videos here that talk about some of these hot button issues that's been in the forefront. And again, a little bit about what's going on in Twitter, social media, what we're seeing in Florida, and the implications there, and more a special interview from Tucker Carlson. So here, take a look.